Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Danichis and welcome back to 1 Year 365 and welcome back to Continent mini-series, and this is the last part of the Continent mini-series. This is the seventh part, and today we'll actually talk about Asia. Previously we talked about Australia, Europe, Antarctica, South America, North America, Africa, and then today we'll talk about Asia as the largest continent and also the largest population as well, like the most populous. We'll see about that after this. Also, I only have like 20 minutes, so I should be, better get started. Asia, this is my home over here. Um, Asia is one of the world's most notable geographical regions, which is either considered a continent in its own right or the subcontinent of Eurasia, which shares the continental landmass of Afro-Eurasia with Africa. Asia covers an area of 44,000 square kilometers. Oh no, 44 million square kilometers, or 17 million square miles. um, I think previously we only see about 10 million for Africa, but this one's, pretty much, yeah, it's everything pretty much. Okay, what else here? The continent, which has long been home to the majority of the human population, was the site of many of the first civilizations. Okay, it's 4.7 billion people, constitute roughly 60% of the world's population. Yeah, that's kind of crazy because previously we only see like Europe having 10%. What else? Also US as well, like a few percent, and then not US, like I mean South America and North America, and then African as well. But here we see Asia like literally occupying 60% of the world's population. 60% of the world's population, people occupying this area. But yeah, area. Okay, we already know that. Population, we already know that. That's a lot of people, honestly. Population density is actually at 100 per kilometer square. That's actually crazy, meaning that in 10 meters you will find someone. Like, yeah, like literally you just walk for 5 seconds and you will see someone already. And surprisingly, that also that also kinda, I would say, right. I live in Asia as well, Indonesia, so I kind of see say it pretty much like in the rural area as well. Again, like you can just walk like a few minutes, and not few minutes though, like you literally just walk for some moment, like a few seconds, and then you will see another person, even in rural area. It's just that yeah, just that crazy, I would say. um 260 if it's square mile, so like, yeah, like pretty much, yeah, yeah, just how it is, right. Religion, yeah, it's also the most diverse one as well. As you can see, there's so much stuff there. um yeah, like Hindu, Islam, Buddhism, Hinduism, Islam, Buddhism, Christianity, probably Catholic as well, and yeah, like other religion, North religion as well, folk religion, whatever. But yeah, Timonim Asian countries, 49 UN members, 1 UN observers, 5 other states. Okay, dependencies. Okay, non-UN states. Okay, language, list of language. I like how they have too many language and then they just language. Here we go, list of language in Asia. Like literally, like the previous, like the other ones, they have like literally it's mentioned over here, but for Asia because they have too many language, like native language. Like let's see here in the southern East Asia and the Eastern Asia as well. We have uh, well, here in my country we have Indonesia, and then there's Singapore. Singapore is, they speak Malayu as well. And then in, like, let's say in the Cambodia, and then the Philippines, and in the Vietnam, like they literally have their own language. Thailand, and then in the eastern we have like Japan, and then there's also like Korean as well, South and North, and then Chinese, and then yeah, like not only that though, there's also West Asia as well, like Middle Eastern, I think. Yeah, like stuff like what is it, like the ones that is to the west of Asia, but it's still Asia as well. And then we have South Asia as well, like Indian. There's like Pakistani and stuff like that. Also, all those big countries, they have their own, like regional language as well, which I already talked about like hundreds of episodes ago. Pretty much about native language, about how a region can have so many more regional language. I guess that's just how it is. um, that's why the list of language stays over there. Even in my country, I feel like there's hundreds of language actually. So yeah, there's that. Time zones, plus 2 to plus 12. That's 10 hours of time zones. That's probably the most. After Europe, I believe. Europe has it like 6 hours, and then, Asia has ten hours. Okay. Internet TLD, which is dot Asia. Okay. Larger cities, yeah, like this one as well. List of metropolitan areas, list of cities. It's too many probably to be listed, and they just decide to just, let's just make a new list of for that. Like a new page of list for that, pretty much. Map of the most populous part of the Asia, showing physical, political, and population characteristic as 2018. Okay. Um, in general terms, Asia is bounded on the east by the Pacific Ocean, on the south by the Indian Ocean, and on the north by the Arctic Ocean. The border of Asia with Europe is a historical and cultural construct, as there is no clear physical and geographical separation between them. It is somewhat arbitrary and has moved since its first conception in classical antiquity. So that's what makes Europe and Asia a different continent, pretty much. So yeah, historical and cultural construct pretty much. Like with the Europe, we have this United Kingdom. Like the UK, United Kingdom, pretty much. And there's this Asia with different type of stuff as well. So I guess that kind of makes sense that they are like different territory. China and India alternated in being the largest economies in the world from 1 to 1 point, oh no, 1 to 1800th century. Okay. China was a major economic power and attracted many to the east, and for many the legendary wealth and prosperity of the ancient culture of India personified Asia, attracting European commerce, exploration, and colonialism. The accidental discovery of a transatlantic route from Europe to America by Columbus, while in search for a route to India, demonstrates this deep fascination. The Silk Road became the main east-west trading route in the Asian hinterlands, while the Straits of Malacca stood as a major sea route. Asia has exhibited economic dynamism, particularly East Asia, as well as robust population growth during the 20th century. Um yeah, I guess we know why and how. But overall population growth has since fallen. That might be great if you ask me. Asia was the birthplace of most of the world's mainstream religions, including, yeah, there's so many of them. Given its size and diversity, the concept of Asia, a name dating back to classical antiquity, may actually have more to do with human geography than physical geography. Oh yeah, I also forgot, like, um, the Arabic area, like the Arab, like, yeah, like the United Emirate Arab. That's also Asia, right? Yeah, like Turkey as well. Turkey is also in Asia. So yeah, it makes sense that the it's just that wide, pretty much. Okay. Uh, Given its size and name and diversity, the concept of Asia, a name dating back to classical antiquity, may actually have more to do with human geography and than physical geography. Asia varies greatly across and within its regions with regard to ethnic groups, cultures, environments, economic, historical ties, and government system. Yeah, it's just to like there's so many varieties pretty much on all of those level. Definition and boundaries. Okay, Asia Africa boundaries, we have, yeah, the Red Sea, Gulf of Suez, Suez Canal, which I think something happened there, I believe. No, is it there, or where was the Evergreen cargo drama was at. Like, yeah, it's like literally the ship got stranded over there, which is like it's crazy back then. I think it was in 2020, I think, or 2021. I think it's 2020 actually, but yeah. Um, Asia Europe boundary, we have the what is it? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what that actually. What's the that? Fasis River, Rioni River. Okay. I mean faces. I'm sorry about that. Georgia of Caucasus, uh, Black Sea, okay, Surami Pass, Kura River, Caspian Sea, Herodotus, okay, so it's just pretty much all those water stuff. That one pretty much okay, interesting. And then what else here? The border between Asia and Europe was historically defined by European academics. The Don River became unsatisfactory to Northern Europeans when Peter the Great, king of the Tsardom of Russia, defeating rival claims of Sweden and the Ottoman Empire to the eastern lands, and armed resistance by the tribes of Siberia synthesized a new Russian empire extending to the Ural Mountains and beyond, founded in 1721. Interesting. Asia Oceania boundary. Okay. Oceania. What was that again? Somewhere in the Malay archipelago. The Maluku Islands in Indonesia are often considered to lie on the border of Southeast Asia, with New Guinea to the east of the island. Yeah, yeah, I know that. There is so many clusters of island. If you know Bali in Indonesia, to the eastern of that, there's just so many clusters of island, like thousand island pretty much. Yeah, there's just so many of that, and I feel like, yeah, I think that's like the border of the Asia Oceania or Asia Australia pretty much. Ongoing definition, Afro Eurasia shown in green. That's a lot of area, in fact, but yeah, all right. um Etymology, what is that? Ptolemy's Asia, okay. The idea of a place called Asia was originally a concept of Greek civilization, though this did not correspond to the entire continent currently known by that name. Okay, the English word comes from Latin literature, where it has the same form Asia. Whether Asia in other languages come from Latin of the Roman Empire is much less certain, and the ultimate source of the Latin word is uncertain, though several territories have been published. One of the first classical writers to use Asia as a name of the whole continent was Pliny. This metonymical change in meaning is common and can be observed in some other geographical names, such as Scandinavia from Scania. Okay, so that's where the term Asia came from. I was kind of curious as well, like what does Asia mean pretty much. So yeah, there's that. Anyway, I need to wrap up this real quick. It's almost twilight. Okay, Bronze Age. Gonna skip any of this history pretty much. Yeah, and then we have geography and climate. I feel like the climate is varies, but most likely it's probably tropical, I would say. Asia is the largest continent on Earth. It covers 9% of the Earth's total surface area, or 30% of its land area, and has the longest coastline at 62.8. So that's way more than the Europe one. Well, I guess my country itself is, consisted of um, clusters of island. I guess that, that makes sense on its own. And then we have what else here? Generally defined as comprising the eastern four-fifths of Eurasia. It is located to the east. Yeah, we already know about this. Gobi Desert. I mean, in Mongolia. Oh yeah, I also remember the what is it? The Himalayan. Mount Everest is also in Asia apparently. So yeah, there's that. Um, yeah, this one Nepal over here. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Siberian tundra, Kerala backwaters, Mongolian steppe, South China karst. Okay, yeah, it's just a cluster of rocks or mountains. And then there's this Taman Negara Peninsular Malaysia. Okay, uh, Altai Mountains. Okay, Hunza Valley atolls of the Maldives, And then Wadi Rum in Jordan. Yeah, Jordan is Middle East, I think. So yeah, main regions, North Asia, which is pretty much China and oh, is that Russia? No, I don't think that's Russia. And then we have South Asia, which is India, Pakistani, Central Asia. I think that is Middle Eastern one, I think, and then Western Asia, Near East. Oh, or not? Maybe this one's Middle East. I'm not sure. South Asia, yes. East Asia, okay, we know that. It's Japan, Korean, pretty much. Southeast Asia, yeah, it's my country over there. So yeah, there's that. And then what else here? Okay. Oh, there's this one over here. Yeah, North Asia is Siberia. Central Asia is the stands. Western Asia is the Middle East. Oh, that was here. So this is the Middle East over here. So this is not. What is Central Asia then? The stands. I don't know. Oh, the stands. It's like Kazakhstan. Yeah, any country that ends with stands pretty much. Okay, that's interesting. Okay. Um, Climate, okay, I feel like it's uh, yeah, it's tropical in the equator line like my country, which it's either sadness or sadness. There is also like four season like in Japan, which is very beautiful if you go there. I might actually want to stay there for a while actually if I have the money, the resource, and the time as well in the future. Maybe meet PewDiePie. I don't know, maybe that's a thing, I'm not sure. And then yeah, tourism. We know there is just so many places in Asia that's just a great. Modern conflicts. Okay, yeah, there's just so many stuff there. Like stuff in India. We know about that. About the what is it again? The I forgot what it's called. I think it's explained in Miss Marvel, the Disney series, the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I forgot what it's called. Um, yeah, I think it's in Pakistan or India, pretty much. U.S. forces, yes, yeah, I guess it's just what happens. It is what it is. British, yeah, the partition. Okay, yeah, this one's what I'm trying to say. The partition. It's like one of the biggest event. By event, I mean like history that happened pretty much. Yeah, let's just skip all of that. Culture, there's so many cultures, we already know. Political geography, we already know about that. Yeah, I guess that's pretty much it though for this one. It's almost 6 p.m. and it's almost twilight as well. I feel like it's time for me to end this series over here, mini series that is, which is Continent. This is part 7 out of 7 part, and today we talk about Asia. Previously we talked about Australia, Europe, Antarctica, South America, North America, Africa, and today we talk about Asia. And that's all the 7 continents. That's the entire land of the Earth, and I'm glad that I actually got the chance to discuss all of them. And yeah, now I feel like my knowledge about geography got boosted heavily because of just by reading this. I guess also got something out of this as well. If you're listening to this somehow, maybe in the future, maybe like at this time as well. But who knows? But yeah. Anyway, that'll be it though for this one. This has been Continents mini series, 7 parts, 7 continents. That makes sense. And yeah, geography. Am I right? But yeah. Anyway, that'll be it. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I will see you again tomorrow with another new series, the 7th series, pretty much. And yeah, until then, I think that'll be it for this one. Because yeah, I do really hope you guys enjoyed as well. If you do, make sure to subscribe just to support the channel in general. But yeah, until then, see ya.